such a rush, my baby, slow down, come find your love. I'm hoping you see me, come serve it up. Loving when you stir it up, that body belong on TV. Oh, this feeling I can't hide. You're feeling up my mind, and I just don't know why. I just don't know why.
It's Friday and things are looking a bit boring. Fanta. Submit to the fizziest of fizz. Surrender to a bubbly bliss. Fall for the tangiest of tangs.
two, 1 2. Sound check 1 2. One two. 1 2.
Check 1 2. 1 2 check. You're good. Thank you. 1 2 check. Go sawa.
1 2 1 2.
We're good.
1 2 1 2.
1 2 check. 1 2. 1 2 check. Good. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, our distinguished guests, wassalamu alaikum. Mpatie salamu hivi. Habari zenu? Mko salama? Asanteni sana. I want to take this opportunity to welcome you to our spectacular launch of the Office of the Thank you. You can be seated. I want to invite our two religious leaders to come and grace this occasion with a word of prayer. Thank you.
Guide us to the right path of Abraham with sincerity and integrity, the path of Isaac, the path of Ismail, the path of Jacob, the path of David, Solomon, the path of Moses, Harun, the path of Jesus, the Word, the Spirit from Almighty God, the Son of Mary. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. My name is Joshua Ngala. I work with this Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. And I want to take this opportunity to recognize the presence of all our guests, both national government agencies and the county government institutions or departments. I also want to recognize the presence of the representatives of the non-government institutions in this Garissa County. I understand this is a very diverse county with very many different institutions that work collaboratively to enhance the achievement of service delivery in this particular county. As I do that, I will want to welcome our county coordinator, Ifra. Ifra is our representative. Huyo ndio registrar wa hapa akiwa hapa. She represents the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties in this Garissa County. Therefore, she's going to give a welcome note before we invite our assistant registrar to take charge of the program. Ifra.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Kwa majina naitwa Ifra Hisaq. I'm Garissa County Coordinator for the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. Introduction. Yeah. Okay. Welcome to the launch of the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties here in Garissa. We are extended our heartfelt gratitude to all our stakeholders for gracing this occasion. We are really grateful. It's easy to invite somebody, but it's hard for somebody to honor your invitation and appear in your event. Thank you all. I really wish to thank you all. The mandate of the Office of the Registrar is ensuring the smooth functioning of our democracy. We are tasked in a crucial responsibility of registering political parties as well as administering the political parties fund. I wish to recognize our invited guest, our honored guest, the County Secretary, Mr. Mahmoud Mursal, Registrar of Political Parties, Dr. Ann Ndiritu, the two Assistant Registrars, Mr. Ali Suro and CPF Lawrence, also the County Speaker of the County Assembly, party leaders, the National Secretary for UDM Party, and all elected and nominated MCAs that are present here, and also all our stakeholders. Thank you for honoring our invitation and getting in to our event. I really love to introduce Mr. Ali, Mr. Ali Suro, Assistant Registrar, who will be leading the program from here.
Thank you very much, Ifra. Assalamu alaikum. The Registrar of Political Parties, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Garissa, the County Secretary of the County Government of Garissa, leaders of political parties here present, representatives of national government here present, leaders of the civil society, leaders or representatives of other government agencies represented here, religious leaders, and all our invited guests. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Today we are really honored to have you as our guests for this very, very important occasion of the launch of the regional office for Northeastern, which is luckily situated in Garissa. And this office serves the other counties within Northeastern, including Mandera and Wajir. And therefore, we are really, really happy to be here today. And we are also very grateful for your acceptance to be with us this today. Before we go further, I think it is very important that we know who are in the house, so that when we are talking to each other or speaking to each other or discussing issues, we know who is around. Therefore, I want to start by requesting our team to move around the mic. This is for media. All right. Let's have the mic move around so that we know who is in the house. We'll start by introduction. You will say your name, which organization you represent, and your position in that organization. That is a brief introduction, and we'll be able to know each other well. So let's start from that end. Chief, I recognize your presence. You used to be my chief around Bulaiftin area. So let's have introductions. You will start with your name and the organizations you represent and the position that you hold in that organization. Let's start from the farthest corner, please. Thank you. Mtasema tu jina lako na ile organizations unatoka ndio tuweze kujua ni akina nani. Mike haifanyi? Hatusikii sauti. Ukiongea pia kwa sauti nafikiri utasikika because the tent is small. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay.
My name is Madina Yunus. I'm Gender and Health Coordinator at Pastoralist Girls Initiative. Good to be here today. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Faust Shoreen. I'm from Bulaiftin. I'm just a member.
All right. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fatou from Bulaiftin. I'm just a member.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fahia Ahmed from Bulaiftin. Naima Binasir from Muslim Women Advancement of Rights and Protection as a county coordinator. I'm also a former
ORPP coordinator. Yes.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, good morning. My name is Faisal Orsame. I am the Executive Director, Northern Peace and Resilience Network. I am also the Youth Coordinator, Garissa. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Dr. Dagane Dabar, Regional Manager, KEMSA, Northeastern and Coast.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Eid Mahmoud, Regional Manager, UDA Party Northeastern.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nur Gedi, Senior Election Officer, representing the County Election Manager, Garissa.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Osman Yusuf Malim, a member of NAPK.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ahmed Mala.
I'm Jambo. My name is Bonio Kemo. I represent the office of the ODPP. I'm the regional coordinator.
Mimi majina naitwa Adam Bile Hassan, Chairman for Persons with Disability, Garissa County.
Good morning. I'm Abduhab Ibrahim. I work with the National Gender and Equality Commission, Regional Coordinator for Northeastern.
Assalamu alaikum. Naitwa Ali Nuri, natoka Office of UDM Party Kenya, representing communication team.
Good morning, Mahmoud Shukri, representing NAC Kenya.
NAC or NAP?
NAP.
NAP.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shah Omar Shabstar, General Secretary of Garissa Interfaith, a member of SUPKEM, and Assistant Secretary of Councillors of Imam and Preachers of Kenya, Garissa.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hassan Mohammed Maalim, member from UDM Party.
Good morning and assalamu alaikum. My name is Khalid Mohammed, representing County Government of Garissa, Office of the County Secretary.
Alaikum. Kwa majina naitwa Mheshimiwa Fatuma Hakar, nominated MCA on UDA.
Good morning. I'm Honorable Mohammed Sheikh, MCA Labasigal Award for that constituency on Wiper ticket.
Wiper.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ramadan Masoud Bulgali, Secretary General, United Democratic Movement Party of Kenya. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Eri Zaroge. I'm the Acting Director Audit, Office of the Auditor General. I'm in charge of Garissa, Wajir, and Mandera. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Pustah, ODM member.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah from South Green.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Abdullah. I'm representing ODM member. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Faisal Rahman, regional reporter, Citizen TV.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Burhan Hussein from Kenya News Agency.
I'm an associate of Nation Media Group.
Good morning. My name is Eric Chala with KNM.
Good morning. My name Hello?
Yes.
What?
It is.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you work in the Kenya cameraman? A Kenya News Agency.
Thank you very much. I think now we know those who are in the house. We will be able to introduce those who are on the high table. They'll get an opportunity to introduce themselves. But I want to recognize also the presence of the county commissioner, Karibu Sana Sir, and of course the other protocols, all other protocols are observed. Now, without much ado, it is my singular honor to welcome all of you to this very important function where we're launching our office. And I want to particularly also recognize the presence of the political parties here represented. This office exists because of political parties. It's called the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, and we exist to register political parties, to regulate political parties, and also to administer political parties fund. So we are very happy when we hear representation from political parties in all our functions. UDA is represented here, thank you very much. NAP Kenya is represented here. ODM is represented here. WIPA is represented here, and UDM is strongly represented here. So I think those are the parties that I have recognized from the introductions. If I missed any other, we will know. But welcome to your office, welcome to your function. I also want to really recognize the government agencies that are represented here. We value partnership as an office, and we work very closely with all the government, national government and county government agencies, particularly if I hear the Office of the Auditor General, the Office of Gender and Equality Commission. If you look at our strategic plan, these are the people who are really recognized as partners, and we are very happy that they're here with us, even our neighbors like KEMSA and all the other government agencies. We really appreciate. National Government Coordination Office, very important stakeholder, and we really appreciate all of you. The county government, because we are in the business of politics, we manage politics and democratic governance in this country, and our biggest stakeholders are politicians, and it's politicians who form government, and they are politicians who run government, both national and county government, in both legislature and the head of executive. So you are a single most important stakeholder for this office. So we really appreciate and we thank you very much for your presence. Without much ado, I want to take this opportunity. Now we go to the details of our program. I want to invite my colleague, CPA Florence Biria, to say hi to you and be able to make her brief remark. We want to be very conscious of time because we know that we have started a bit late, but we want to finish before 1 so that we get time to go for Dhuhr prayers. So we will move with speed, and every speaker will definitely be conscious of the time that we have so that we can be able to finish in time. My name is Ali Abdullahi, again, as I'm an assistant registrar of political parties, and I'm very happy to be back in Garissa. I've worked in Garissa for a very long time. I have lived here, I have a house here. So I come from Bulaiftin, actually. So that's why I recognize some of the faces around here, and therefore it's good to be back home. Thank you very much, CPA.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ali. I stand on the already established protocols and in a special way recognize the Speaker of the Garissa County Assembly, the County Secretary, the Registrar of Political Parties, the County Commissioner, my colleague, Assistant Registrar at the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, all government officials present, and everybody welcome present here. I value you, I respect you. I may not be able to mention all of you by name. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today we are happy because something is happening in our midst, in our region, isn't it? Yeah, in Africa, when you get a new child, we celebrate, we eat together, and we relate. And we walk with smiling and happy faces. I expect to see those happy faces. My name is CPA Florence Biria, Assistant Registrar at the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. And in the interest of time, I'll just say one or two things very briefly, just to say that the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties mandated to register political parties and to regulate political parties and to administer the political parties fund. For a while, we've been in Nairobi, but now, a while we've been in a few counties, but now we are really spreading, and we are here today in Garissa. And I expect that most of us may have been aware that the office has been here. Today, we're doing the official launch. And this office is here for us and is here to support the citizenry of Garissa County and everybody who comes and resides or even in transit in Garissa County and has a moment and needs to get services from ORPP, they have the opportunity to get those services closer to where we are. And therefore reducing the amount of time that you would require to seek ORPP services, reducing the amount of resources, that is finances that you would require, and getting your solutions and answers from the Office of the Registrar more timely than before. Political parties, very briefly, belong to all Kenyans, that every Kenyan enjoys political rights in Kenya. We have 90 registered political parties in Kenya, and therefore I know a few of the political parties they have their members that have joined us today, but we know that there are many more other parties that have offices in Garissa. That's why I've said we have 90 registered political parties at the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. And as you patron, the Office of the Registrar, I hope that you will be our ambassadors, even from today, asking the citizens of the 3 counties and beyond that there is an office here, because they need to enjoy their rights, and you cannot enjoy a right if you don't know that that right exists, or you don't know what that right entails, or you don't know that you are among those who can partake of that right. And most of us, we know that we have rights, yes, as Kenyans, political rights, but we don't even know how to exercise those rights. And that's why this office is here, that Kenyans may access it, make use of it. You get capacity building, you get information, and even the leaders of political parties. You know, we have county leadership, but as we have been doing our engagement with political parties at the lower level, below the national level, we realize that some of the officials are not even very much aware of what their responsibilities are or what to do with those positions as leaders. We believe that the officials who are here and those who are not here, they'll get the message, and this office, we have a very competent officer, and we have all the information, and you can also get guidance of where you need, how you need to access the information that you may need that may not be here. And therefore, this office, 1, gives service, but 2, is also a gateway to the bigger fraternity of RPP, where you can get more expertise and professional services being offered by technical departments. So even when you come here, and you might be told that, you know, you want a technical issue like ICT, issue in that ICT, this is a gateway opportunity you have, that you have a letter you want to send to the registrar. This is a gateway opportunity. You just bring it here, you bring your issue here, and it will be escalated, and you'll get a response promptly. Because we will have actually here an extension, telephone extension here to Nairobi, because we have the wide area network, and we just operate by an extension. And therefore, as we celebrate today the unveiling of this office, I call upon those of us who are here to be ambassadors to spread the word that ORPP is in Garissa, and ORPP is in Northeastern region. And that's the only way then we can make this office resourceful to everybody, and we can make more Kenyans in this area benefit and become more aware and participate in the political engagement of our country. Thank you so much. I hope that we'll all enjoy the day. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you very much, CPA. That you have heard from the horse's mouth, that this office is here to bring services closer to the people of this region, and we have to celebrate. It's a very big milestone, and we need to really appreciate that Garissa office is one among only the 12 offices across the country. So you know we have 47 counties, but Garissa has been identified as one of the counties to open ORPP office. So that is not a big, it's not a small achievement. It's a big achievement, and we have been considered as an important center for ORPP services, and that is why we opened an office here. So we need to really celebrate, and we need to make use of this office. Now I want to invite, if we have the representative from the county executive. We had a representative of county executive committee member who was supposed to be here. I didn't hear her introduction. She hasn't arrived. So then we can go to, I've not also heard of the county public service board representative. We were supposed to have someone from that area. I think maybe they are still on the way. Now we move to the next speaker, IEBC. IEBC, before I invite Mr. Nur Gedi, I think we share a lot of history together. We were recruited at IEBC with him the same day, and we went for training, and we managed the 2013 elections together with him. And therefore, IEBC is a very close organization to RPP. It's actually, we are joined at the hip with IEBC. This office was initially under IEBC. We just outgrew and became an independent office after the new constitution, and in 2015 is when we completely delinked from IEBC. So, and you see, majority of us, including the registrar and my colleague, used to work with IEBC, and that's why we moved to the Registrar of Political Parties. So, Mr. Nur, welcome, and please make your remark.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ali Suro. My name is Nur Gedi, Senior Election Officer, representing the County Election Manager, Garissa County. First, I want to take this opportunity to welcome the Registrar and the two assistants whom we have been working together in IEBC some years back. Feel at home, welcome, feel comfortable. Just for the interest of time, I just want to go straight to our county data as far as IEBC is concerned. IEBC, the Garissa County covers an area of 44,753 kilometers, square kilometers. Then we have 6 constituencies, 30 wards. We have 559 polling stations. We have a total registered voters of 201,473. We have a good conduct of the general election. We have a good conduct of the general election. 9th August 2022. Obvious, there were some challenges here and there, but I just want to let our stakeholders know that the office of the Registrar of Political Parties were with us on the ground. They were in every constituency. We really felt their presence. They have worked with us. They have worked with candidates. They have worked with political parties. I'm very sure now this office now coming closer to the county. I'm very sure that will add more value. And where there is any challenges, I hope they are there to assist. I also just want to take this opportunity to thank the security apparatus of this county, because they have really assisted IEBC during the general election. Without them, nothing could have moved. Nothing could have moved an inch. So we thank you very much. Please, let's continue to cooperate and so that we can at least get the democratic space that is required. one of the major challenges during the general election, of which, because all these are our stakeholders, we have a large number of voter assisted in this region. Very large number of voter assisted in this region. Just imagine giving 6 ballot paper to somebody who cannot read or write, and then you have to assemble all the agents there. The presiding officer has to ask, he has to name all those who are in that ballot paper, and then ask whom do you want to represent you. So imagine for the 6 elective position. So that particular voter, who is a voter assisted, takes a lot of time, and is a big challenge. Actually, we have tried as much as possible to have voter education on how to mark a ballot paper, but still, that has not helped, and it is a challenge that is waiting us maybe, inshallah, 2027, and we need to mitigate that particular challenge. So with those few remarks, I say thank you, welcome to Garissa once again, my colleagues, my former colleagues, and we look forward to work with you again.
Thank you very much, Bananur. We want to appreciate the partnership with IEBC, and both at the regional and also the national level. I think I want to also recognize the presence of elected MCAs, Mheshimiwa Adan, Mheshimiwa Fatuma, and Mheshimiwa Mohammed Sheikh. We are honored to have you around. And I know there is another party that I have not named. UPIA is also a party which is very strong around here. And I know it's represented here. Now we will continue with our program. I want to give opportunity to National Gender and Equality Commission representative. The reason why we are giving is because we are working very closely. He's one of the most important partners. In the last general election, we had conducted over 200 trainings for special interest groups, the marginalized, women, youth, people with disabilities, and very many trainings were conducted by ORPP, and the National Gender and Equality Commission has been one of very close partners, and we cannot, although they're not in the program, we feel that we need to hear a word from them on their programs and how we are able to collaborate. Just for 2 minutes, please, representative from Ngek.
Thank you, Assistant Registrar. Apologies, I was not informed. So, good morning. As I've earlier said, my name is Ibrahim Abduhab. I work with the National Gender and Equality Commission. The mandate of the commission, I think, as you are all aware, is to promote gender equality and freedom from discrimination for all persons in Kenya. And I think this is a great opportunity for the Northeastern region to welcome the new independent office that is, I think you are the latest ORPP, and you are highly welcome to Garissa and the region, and we will closely work with your office. As you earlier said, I think you are a very competent county coordinator who we have been working with her specifically for coordination of this event. Northeastern region, we have a very big challenge, and I would like the parties, SG or UDM, I can see him here, and please, when you are making the nominations, kindly give priorities to women. We have 90 elected MCAs in Northeastern. Unfortunately, we only have 2 female elected MCAs from Wajir County. I think a lady in Arbajahan, if I'm not wrong, and a lady in Habaswein, Mheshimiwa Dahaba and Mheshimiwa Mahfouda from Arbajahan. Unfortunately, Garissa, I think I want to challenge our political parties in Garissa. We only had 1 female candidate who went to the ballot in the last election. That was Mheshimiwa Mulki, MCA Township. Wajir, they tried. They had around, I think, 21 female candidates. 8 went to the ballot, and that's why they elected 2. So Garissa, if we try next time, maybe we get as many aspirants as possible. I think at least we will have a different level. For my home county, Mandera, again, we also have 0 elected female MCA. So I think we need to pull up our socks as the northeastern region. Tana River, I think they used to have, but now again, I'm told they've gone down. Garissa, we used to brag that we have the first ever elected female member of parliament from Garissa. But unfortunately, I think we again lost her. So I think next time we should be talking about female governors, not even MCS. So the ladies who are educated here and you have all the qualifications to be a governor, please, Mheshimiwa Hakar, next time we don't want to see you in the assembly as nominated MCA, either as elected or as maybe in other portfolios. So for us, I think we will closely work with ORBP. I wasn't aware of the program I was supposed to prepare a speech, but unfortunately, we are really happy to have you here, Registrar of Political Parties. You are highly welcomed, and we will closely work with you, specifically on issues to do with, because in this region, we require a lot of sensitization on women inclusion in political representation in this country. Our women, I don't know what is wrong with them, although they gave us the reason that they have economy is an issue, but we have very competent ladies in this region who have money, who have education, and who have everything to be everything in this county. Congratulations to Garissa County government. The CS is here. I think Garissa County again becomes one of the only county in Northeastern that gave a female position to the county public service CEO. And I think those are some of the positions those are some of the positions we need to encourage our other women so that they can even take up next, I think the CS, your position should go to a female. We don't want to see you here in the next county government because you are serving your second term. That is enough. Next party, I'm going to get a specific lady. So please, let's always encourage women inclusion in political representation, and ORBP, we are happy to have you here and we will closely work with you. Asante sana.
Asante sana, asante sana. We need to applause. You see statistics, gender statistics, that is very important. Kila mtu anajua mahali yako sasa. Garissa, Wajir, Mandera. Garissa mlianza vizuri lakini mmeanza ku backtrack. So we need to go back to the track so that we have more women. But for us, it's not just women. We also want representation from the youth and from people with disabilities, from the minorities, and also from the marginalized. These are groups that are protected by the Constitution, and we are very, very particular about inclusion, particularly political participation and inclusion in governance for these special interest groups. I also want to give, having said that, an opportunity to a representative of PWD, because that's also a very important stakeholder for us. And I know we have the PWDB chair around. Maybe we give you 2 minutes. I don't know where you are comfortable. We bring you the mic there, or you can come here. Sawa sawa. Asante sana. Unaweza kutuongelesha tu kidogo. Ni muhimu sana tu hapa. I also want to recognize the presence of the regional head for ESCC, Mr. Robert Kanyi. We recognize your presence. Thank you.
Nimesema ya kwamba tunashukuru kwa sisi person with disability. Hii ofisi tulikuwa tunaenda Nairobi. Na Nairobi unajua ninataka mwenye mfuko yake iko na kitu. Ulale lodging, utumie gari na ofisi zingine huwezi panda. Nakuwa na shida. Lakini leo tuna bahati ya kwamba ofisi ambayo tulikuwa tuna umuhimu sana imekuja Garissa. Tumesema asanteni wale walio wezesha hiyo ofisi kuja hapa. Nasema asanteni, mnafanya kazi ya maana. Ya pili nasema hivi, person with disability ni kama Mkenya kama mwingine. Saa ile mnachagua wale ambao wanatuwakilisha. Tafadhali mtupatie nafasi ili tuitisi tulete. Si nyinyi mnachagua mtu ambaye amekuja tu ofisi, ambaye amejitolea na ana pesa kidogo na anatumia jina ya person with disability hiyo haitusaidii. Sisi tunataka tupewe ruhusa, tuseme person with disability, nafasi yenu 2-3, mwende mkae chini na mulete mtu yenu. Hiyo ndio sasa inatusaidia. Lakini ukichagua mtu ambaye ni kama hata disable yake haionekani, useme tu huyo ndio anafanyia nyinyi kazi, ni kidogo kama dhulumiwa. Tafadhalini, mapati yote si moja mbili, kae chini na muangalie maslahi ya person with disability ya mission. Nimesema gavana wetu wa Garissa amefanya kazi nzuri katika PS ambaye juzi ameleta majina yake, ametuweka ndani na jina yetu imewahi hatujawahi kuonekana mahali nyingine, lakini gavana amefanya kazi nzuri. Amesema person with disability lazima awe mwakilishi katika hiyo ofisi, na ametupatia ofisi. Amesema atafanya kazi na person with disability. Kwa hivyo tunasema gavana, ile roho ambayo umekuja na person with disability tunashukuru na tunasema asante. Mungu akulinde. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Lazima tu appreciate yeye kabisa. Ameongea maneno muhimu sana ya ku involve persons with disabilities in making decisions that affect them. I think that is very, very important. Now we go back to our program. I want now to invite representatives of parties who are represented here, because they are also very important stakeholders for us. And I want to invite UDA Regional Manager, Mr. Idle Mahmoud, kusalimia, na muda pia inayoyoma, so that we are brief in our remarks. Mr. Yusuf, please.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Kwa majina vile nimesema, naitwa Idle Mahmoud, Regional Manager, UDA Party, Northeastern. All protocol observed. Mine is just to emphasize on ORPP, because someone like me who came all the way from 2007, I've been with parties. The problem was by then we were doing it on paperwork. Imagine writing a list in Garissa County and taking it all the way to Nairobi. Madam Ritu, I know you know those issues. But now thank you for ORPP, because you have done it paperless. You just dial 509 hash, then you are given a PIN, then you do everything. But we have a problem also that where we come from, in the interiors, people don't have telephones. They cannot access these important registrations. Kindly, I'll request Madam Deritu to do something about registration, because right now in UDA Party we have a grassroots election coming up on April, and we are still registering people. In the interior, we need a mechanism so that we have people registered, because most of the people come from the interior of this county. Most of the roads are not accessible, people don't have phones. Then what we request from ORPP is to come with a mechanism so that we register those people, at least for them, so that they become part and parcel of the party activities. So with those few remarks, thank you very much.
Asante sana, tumesikia. We have computerized our systems, and but for those who are not covered also, ambayo wanatoka huko mashinani, we still have the manual system where you can fill the forms for them and you get their details and registered. We have given directions to all political parties. The registrar has given guidelines on how to reach those who do not have forms. So we are not leaving anyone behind. So if you liaise with the SG of UDA, he has already those guidelines. But because this office now is here, you'll be getting information firsthand from this office, and instead of relying so much on your headquarters. Thank you very much. Now I want to invite the representative of UPIA. I don't see the Secretary General who is here, but I know we have an elected MCA from UPIA. So if Mheshimiwa Adan, do you want to say something on behalf of UPIA? Okay, thank you very much. Then we can have I know the MCAs will have their time. The speaker is here to represent them. They will have an opportunity to speak to us. But now that the SG is not here, we'll go to the next, which is UDM party. And we have the SG here representing the deputy party leader. Karibu, Bwana Ramadan.
Thank you so much. The Registrar of Political Parties and the two deputies, County Commissioner and the Secretary of the County, representatives of non-governmental organizations, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Garissa, of course with the MCAs, members of the Fourth Estate, and all invited guests, Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. My name is Ramadan Masood Bungale. I am the Secretary General, United Democratic Movement Party of Kenya. I am here to join the rest in congratulating ORPP for opening this office and bringing service closer to the mwananchi of this particular region. I have listened to ORPP, this is my second time, and I have loved their spirit of managing political parties in Kenya. Their spirit of bringing ideology in the political parties, and their spirit of leading Kenyans into making sure that Kenyans in the future vote, not because of sensation, but because of the parties that they represent, and the people are also aware that what the parties are representing. I have listened to them talking about member education, in which case the political parties and its members need to be educated. In which case, we need to belong to political parties that we feel they have the interests of the people in their hearts. I am here to represent the party leader, Bwana Ali Roba. He was actually to be here himself, but because of one reason or the other, he's in Rwanda, he was not able to come. Nimeleta salamu zake, mmezipokea. And Madam Registrar, I'm very happy today to see my brother here. This is my brother from Kwale. And we were also in the same university. When I was in the first year, he was in fourth year. And I'm happy he is the county commissioner in Garissa here. So watu wa Garissa naweza waambia moja kwa moja, mko na mtu mwadilifu hapa, mtu mchapakazi, na naomba mumsupport sana. Thank you very much for the few remarks. Thank you so much.
Asante sana. That was Secretary General UDM party. Now we are moving very well. I want now to take this opportunity to go out of the program and invite, because we have had speaker after speaker, apart from my colleague CPA, we have had only men speak here, and that is not our spirit of RPP. So I want to take this opportunity to invite Mheshimiwa Fatuma, MCA, especially elected, to say hi to us and also give some encouragement to the women folk who are here and those who are going to listen to us. And we said that this region, we really need to empower women. We need to give them opportunities so that they can, play their roles effectively. So Mheshimiwa Fatuma, please.
Assalamu alaikum. And all protocol observed. And mi kama niko hapa mi naongelea wamama. And I think our problem is not the political parties. Our problem, what is killing the women of Somali community, especially the women from Garissa, is culture, traditional, and patriarchy. If I want to stand maybe and contest for a seat, naambiwa ndugu yako mdogo ako wa unafanya nini? So I think the problem is not the political parties. The problem is within us. So as women, we need to come together and we need to challenge these traditionals and culture. You can break traditional and culture. See, haikuandikwa kwa, you know, you will not be, hautawacha dini. Culture and traditional is not the religion. So I think we need to break this culture, and we need to break these traditionals, and we need to go for elective positions. Governor, deputy governor, speaker, county secretary. I want next regime tukue kama Nakuru. Tukue kama Nakuru, tuchukue all positions. Wanaume tuwawachie men representatives. Sindio? Wanaume wachukue men representatives, na sisi wamama tuchukue and elective positions. Because women are the backbone of the society, we are the backbone of the family, and I think even the men, when they are in elective, saila wanatafuta positions, nana na wapelekanga. Sini sisi wa mama, mbona tusijipeleke sisi wenyewe. So, and sisi wa mama, we need to stop the backstabbing, we need to stop the pulling down of each other, we need to support each other. Sindio? Tujisupport, wanaume wakuja watutafute they have to come and look positions wakitutafuta sisi. Tuseme watuambie tuandike kazi, sindio? So next time, inshallah, this coming regime, wamama tujiinue, we go for all the positions, inshallah. And the office of the OPPR, nawakaribisha Garissa, and we will help you in any way we can. Thank you. Karibuni Garissa.
Thank you very much. Asante sana, Mheshimiwa Fatuma. So unasikia wisdom ambayo inatoka hapo. Yeah, that is the wisdom that we want in all positions within leadership positions in our county. Having had now Mheshimiwa, I think we are going to now the remaining part of the program, where we will invite, we want to appreciate everybody who has joined us after we have started. And I think we are moving very well, and I want to appreciate the speed. I have seen Madam Shaya coming in. I know we recognize women leaders. She's an administrator, sub-county administrator, township. Yeah, so we recognize the presence of, when we see any women in a leadership position, we become very happy as ORPP. So karibu sana, Madam Shaya. County Secretary, we appreciate the government for recognizing women's capacities. So having said that, now I want to take this opportunity. The next speaker will be the speaker of the County Assembly, but I want to recognize the presence of Mheshimiwa Mustaf, who is my area MCA, and also the Deputy Speaker. We recognize your presence. The host, also the host MCA, because the office is within Bulaiftin, isn't it? I think we need to recognize him as the host MCA. This office is within his ward. So atatuambia jambo, alafu I invite the speaker.
Assalamu alaikum. Hamjambo. All protocols observed. Mi kwa majina naitwa Mustafa Abdirashid. Mimi ndio MCA wa hapa. And I was surprised to see that hamjaniweka kwa hiyo program yenu. Ama mliona MCA ni kitu kidogo, but it happens, it is very common. We are ignored everywhere, not only in functions, but we are ignored everywhere. Kwanza mahali governor ako, and particularly national government functions, we are ignored. So I think kama we need MCAs, mimi ni chairman ya deputy speakers of this country. I represent them at the county assemblies forum as their chair of their chapter. Lakini ni kama nyinyi mko na kazi mingi ya kufanya. Kazi ya kwanza, unajua hawa jamaa wanajiita executive kwa county governments. They cannot be called executives without the county assembly. But the funny thing is when they take up office, they keep on ignoring them, which is a shame. Na nyinyi sasa ni kama mmeambukizwa. Nyinyi ni wapya Garissa, lakini kama mmeambukizwa, because if you could skip the host MCA, then that means hata nyinyi sasa mmeshika hiyo shida. Mimi nataka kuwakaribisha Garissa. Nataka kuwakaribisha, that is off the cuff by the way. Hata kama niko kwa hii media hii, unajua siku hizi iko picha kila mahali, kamera kila mahali, you can't. Mimi nataka kuwakaribisha Garissa. Nataka kuwakaribisha 15 ward. The funny thing is, all government offices, high profile government offices are hosted in 15 ward. Niko na governor office yake na nyumba yake hapa. MPs wameishi upande hii. Hata speaker amekombolewa nyumba huko. Everybody is here. Kwa hivyo hii 15 ward, if I give you background history yake, is a rural urban ward. It starts from the middle of this town and ends somewhere about 60 kilometers on the interior of Garissa. So unaweza pata hapa na unaweza tembea about 15 kilometers ukuta hakuna manyumba. Kwa hivyo you should not be surprised. Sasa we've got a mixture of population, affluent and very very poor people. Kwa hivyo mimi nawaambia karibuni. Mimi nimechaguliwa kwa chama cha ANC kama MCA. Na nilikuwa nimechaguliwa kitambo kutoka constituency nyingine inaitwa Fafi na chama ya UDF ambayo ilikufa at the first term of Uhuru's government. Na tena mimi nikaenda tu na wale nilikuwa nawajua, nikaenda na huyu jamaa huyu our prime cabinet secretary. Na leo kwa hii mahali sasa mimi sijaona wakikuja Garissa. That is very unfortunate, and I want to send a message to ANC that they need to pull up their socks. Even if they're in Kenya Kwanza, ANC is a national party and they've got representatives everywhere. Sasa wakilalia Nairobi, mimi kwanza ni governor candidate in 2027. Mungu akipenda. And if they don't pull up their socks, I'll jump the ship to another party. Kwa hivyo karibuni Garissa. Hapa tulikuwa tunahitaji hii ofisi. Sisi kama Garissa County Assembly tulikuwa na shida sana. And when we had the brief this morning, there is something that I picked. Ambaye itaenda tu kwa ile mara nilikuwa naongelelea tu nikilament nikisema sasa these offices that we represent are not recognized. That you write to the National Assembly to inform them on coalitions, which parties are in which coalition, but you don't do that to the county assemblies. So I think vile mulituahidi leo asubuhi tunahitaji hizo mabarua. Sababu usimona mapati zingine sasa wanahama tu at the middle of the term, ujui mahali wameenda. And then we keep on fighting among ourselves at the local assemblies. Sababu mtu anakuambia mimi niko hapa na chama yake imeenda mahali ingine. So it is always good that you update your records. You also inform us of developments. Kwa hayo machache, huyu madam alikuwa amesema tuwe kama Nakuru. Mimi nitasupport your idea, lakini nitasema wani support mimi kama governor, hiyo ingine ikuwe kama Nakuru. Lakini ile changamoto ile tuko nao, niyo changamoto ya mila. Akisema yeye anataka kuwa by the way we broke the barrier one time, but we went back. It happened in Ijara constituency where we elected a women MP. Lakini a woman MP, lakini sasa tena tukarudi ile mali tulikuwa. That is why this county serves all the time from ile wanaita gender penalty. We've been receiving the penalty from the inception of this county government. In 2013, hakukuwa na msichana moja, a lady elected. So we keep on, tunapigwa na hiyo kila wakati. Kwa hivyo mimi ningesema kina mama, kila wakati tunasemaga ni vijana na kina mama ndio wanafanyaga uchaguzi. Ndio wanachagua watu. Sasa hivi mjichague this time round. Eh? Oh, this one. So this one is okay now. Okay, okay. Kwa hayo na mengi na machache, mimi nataka karibisha the Speaker of Garissa County Assembly aje aseme yake naye. Karibu bwana Speaker.
Okay. Asante sana. Tumesikia bwana Mustaf, Deputy Speaker, and tunaomba radhi ya kwamba wewe uko host. Yes. Okay, I think the Speaker will be able to recognize that, but we want to recognize the presence of the Deputy Majority Leader. Karibu sana kwa function. Now let me take this opportunity to invite the Speaker to give us his address. Thank you.
Thank you. I think it's still good morning. I have a minute or two before it gets to noon. And therefore, I am within my right to say good morning, everyone. The Registrar of Political Party, Madam Nderetu and your team, the national government representative led by our brother, the county commissioner, members of the county assembly, I recognize you in your respective capacities and parties, Honorable Odawa, Uyupia, Honorable Fatuma, Akar, Honorable Mohammed Sheikh, Honorable Abdurrahman Ali, who is also the current Deputy Majority Leader, the Deputy Speaker, my able Deputy Speaker, members of the County Assembly, I said in general, including the Secretariat present, government agencies represented from the ODPP, the EACC, I think the NGEC, is it called NGEC? NGEC, yes, and all others that I am not able to mention by name. Religious groups, the interfaith led by a Sheikh from SUPKEM, the Auditor General's Office, members of the Fourth Estate from the different media houses. I salute you and greet you and welcome you to Garissa this morning in my capacity as the Garissa County Assembly Speaker. It is an honor for me to be taking part in this very important activity. I think they made a courtesy call on my office. We had a brief discussion, and I sincerely appreciate this endeavor to also have the regional office in Garissa. I think this is the importance of taking services closer to the people this morning. And I think this is also the importance of leaders in their different capacities, even those sitting in the high towers, to come to the grassroots. This morning, she was able, with that visit, able to solve, I think, a problem that I was facing as a speaker. And I think that is what service to the grassroots means. Thank you, Madam Nderetu and your team. I think the political parties, the Registrar of Political Parties and the county assemblies, as a legislative organ, we are conjoined at the hip. We are the consumers of your services, but at the same time, we are able to help each other. These members come from across the political divide, and therefore, an informed MCA makes your work much more easier, because these are the people who are the advocates, the people who will be able to disseminate your policies in regulating and ensuring that there is democracy, efficiency, transparency, and integrity in all the values that you stand for can easily be disseminated by the members of the county assembly. And therefore, it's high time we enhance our collaboration and coordination to ensure that you make our work easy while we also, so it's scratch your back, I scratch your back to make our work easier. This morning, I think I'm extremely happy because you were able to discuss a number of issues, and therefore, when you capacity build these members to understand, when actually even before the capacity building, if you ensure that the level playing ground in which they were elected is properly regulated, and they come. Therefore now, you know, in Somali we say, hal harane, nigir halal madasho, soman. Yeah, you know, when the source is bad, you don't expect a good outcome. Therefore, the manner in which they are nominated, the manner in which they are elected, if the system is set right, and if I get as the speaker an informed, qualified, competent member of a county assembly, I think that is where efficient service delivery to the people of Garissa County begins. And I appreciate that we have agreed to have constant coordination, collaboration, and support to each other to make our work easier for the greater good of this county. The other issue is that we are also able to help you in disseminating these values that you stand for, which are extremely good. We have also, in promoting transparency and all the values that you stand for and try to enshrine, as enshrined actually in the Constitution, we need to domesticate them to the assembly level so that we are able to make the necessary policies, regulations that are able to make our work easier, both as an organization, that is as an agency, that is the ORPP, and the Deputy Speaker mentioned something very important about updating. We need to have a regular and timely update on any changes. Any divorces or marriages within the political parties need to be informed because we are the consumers. You know, when we are informed, we are able to efficiently discharge our functions. Create an enabling environment for a vibrant and competitive political leadership. The ladies have lamented about that they do not have a level playing ground. And I think, in 5 years, I want to have an assembly with more elected ladies than nominated. You know, this nomination inakuja na manipulation mingi sana. So I don't want ladies to feel that they are shortchanged. The ladies, and that can only happen if they are capacity built, if they are able to stand on their feet on the floor of the house and able, you know, to legislate matters. They are able to know, sensitize the members of the public, and therefore they should be elected on that. Now you see now when they don't have the capacity, when they do not have the information, they are not able to market themselves to be elected. Because even culturally they're already curtailed. There's an impediment, the cultural impediment. Now when you add that, the capacity challenge again, they will not be able to market themselves as people who are worth being elected. Therefore, I will closely work with you to ensure that the assembly, and particularly the women caucus, are capacity built so that they are able to stand on their own, make legislation, represent the people, and so that they are able to market themselves and get elected. Elections are very competitive, but I'm sure we are now moving to, you know, rather than being given, you need to, leadership is not given, it's taken. And the only way you can take it is stand up and market yourself by virtue of what you have done. I don't want to have perpetual nominees in this house. That has to change. Currently, I have 16 nominated ladies. Out of the 48 members, 30 are elected, and they are all men. So women should be part of the people making the menu and not the menu. We have a function in regulating and upholding a healthy and functioning democracy as an assembly. And therefore, please, we are ready. Without much ado, I know it's hot, I know time is running out. Without much ado, I really want to thank you sincerely as the Speaker of Garissa County Assembly to help us update your records with us, help us in training, help us in strengthening both members of the Assembly, but even us at an institutional level. Institutional strengthening and members' capacity building. With those many remarks, thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Bwana Speaker. I think we have heard you and very important points that we have raised. And we, as an office, we share some mandate in terms of promoting good governance, and I want to assure you of our collaboration. You have talked about 30 elected men MCAs. That comes with a price. There's what's called gender penalty, and increases the cost of running the county assemblies. If we had even one woman elected, then the nominated number will reduce, and in that way, you are going to save money. But if you continue to elect men and men alone, you can be assured that the cost of running the Garissa County Assembly will go up and up and up. Therefore, there is some dividend for electing women in terms of good governance and also in terms of rationalizing cost. So let's get converted and support women and other special interest groups. At this juncture, I want to move to invite the county commissioner, but before I do that, because we're almost approaching the end, I want to appreciate the staff of ORPP who are present here for the work well coordinated. And can you please come in front, because we have not done the introductions, so that we are able, members of the public are able to know you. All the staff of ORPP, particularly the Garissa staff, so that your customers are able to know you. Do you have the yes, all the Garissa staff and all the other staff, kujeni hapo mbele ndio muweze kujintroduce haraka haraka, ndio Wakenya wawajue. Let's have the mic. The other mic. The other mic? Oh, yes. So we'll start by introducing the Garissa staff. We have two very competent staff around, and we'll allow them to introduce themselves for Garissa office. And we also have the other team members who have been supporting this activity of launch, and they will be able to introduce themselves. Please.
My name is Ifresa. I'm Garissa County Coordinator. You all welcome all. I'm happy to have you. I'm honored to have you as my guest all. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. God is good and all the time. Mimi kwa majina naitwa Ismail Mukta, mfanyakazi kwenye ofisi ya msajili wa vyama vya kisiasa hapa Garissa. Karibu.
Thank you very much, Banadi, and all protocol observed. My name is Mutebi Amberian. Camera set. We have the right. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to have you. My name is Mutebi Amberian. I work at the Office of Registrar of Political Parties in the headquarters office. Tafadhalini. Mitandaoni tuko pale at ORPP Kenya, Facebook, X, YouTube. Tafadhali tufuate pale, utapata ujumbe kamili. Pia hapa tuko live on YouTube. Tafadhali like the page there, engage with us. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Josephine Bugwa. I am one of the office administrators at the office. You are likely to find me in the office when you visit us. Karibuni sana.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Abdisalam Hassan. I'm from the regional office, Isiolo, that is Upper Eastern. Kindly, when you come to Isiolo, just give me a courtesy call to our office. It is opposite of the office of the Ombudsman. Or kindly, you can also have my contact. I'll give later on. Otherwise, thank you very much for that engagement. You know, you are also part of our partners. We are not only devolving our services, remember we're also digitizing our processes. You can as well check your membership status sitting just here or even at your comfort zone. Just use *509#, then you can know your membership status. You can as well resign, you can as well join any political party of your choice. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Brenda Kamau. I am a customer service personnel at the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, headquarters.
Good afternoon, everyone. Kwa majina naitwa Beatrice Amolo. Mimi ni Mkutubi or Mkutubi, a librarian. I work at the headquarters. For me, mine is information. My best friends are books and anything to do with information. So if you happen to come to Nairobi or if you visit our website, you will see the resources that we have. You're most welcome. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Richard Omondi. I'm in the communication department in the office of the Registrar of Political Parties, HQ. So any content, image, videos, I'm the one.
Thank you very much. That is the team, a wonderful team, and we appreciate. Please let's appreciate them. Thank you very much. They're doing a very good job, and we have one of the best staff in this country, and we are very, very proud of them, and they serve our clients very, very well. So mumejua, those who are representing Garissa, anytime you want to have services, they are available and ready to serve you from Monday to Friday, all through. The office is going to be open. Now I want to take this honor to invite also our host, the County Commissioner, and we want to appreciate the coordination and the partnership between ourselves and the national government, particularly the National Coordination Office, the County Commissioner, going downwards. During the elections, we have worked very closely with you in terms of sensitization on security, election security, and also ensuring peace and harmony among communities, and also enforcement of the political parties' code of conduct. And we really, really want to appreciate Bona County Commissioner, Mr. Mohammed Ramadan. Please welcome.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Ramadan, famously known as Mobuzo. I know the Mohammed and the Ramadan is normally very confusing because most people know me in this country as Mobuzo. So I prefer you calling me by that name because it is very particular. Otherwise, I want to take this afternoon opportunity to welcome the Registrar of Political Parties. Madam, you remember me? We were with you in Eldoret when we were opening the office. I've come from Eldoret. The Speaker of the County Assembly and the Deputy Speaker, the Deputy Majority Leader. I believe we have a CC, County Secretary, representatives of political parties, the elected leaders, that is MCS around, and the nominated as well. All protocol observed. I must say that I'm very glad to have joined this team once again to officially inaugurate and open another ORPP office. It is a motto, I think, in this government to have all offices devolved and have representation at the county level. So I'm looking forward to working with the representatives of ORPP here. And you all know very well, where there is no law and order, where there's no peace, things can never be fair. And we're here together. As the chairman of the security committee in this county, I'm looking forward to a high level of cooperation from the political parties. I understand sometimes individual interests normally reign very high, particularly during party primaries and registration of membership in the political parties and the like. But remember, after all that, we still go back home and want to live in peace, all of us. So we must have that at the back of our mind at all times, that first and foremost, we are human, we are people, we are brothers and sisters, and we need to coexist peacefully. Otherwise, I promise that as the chair of the security here, we will do all that we can to ensure that we have peaceful processes at all times. We need cooperation, particularly from the elected and the nominated leaders. The speaker we're here, we'll get to know each other. I'm new here. This is my third week in office. But I worked here before, that is in 2010, 2011, and 2012. I served around this town here. Then later on, I was in Bura East. And I left down Kenya and went round and round and round and round until I found myself back here again. It's been a long journey. I've been at the farthest end of Kenya, the 14 kilometers to Ugandan border. That is a place called Alale, where we're dealing with the Pokot, the Turkanas, and the Karamojong in Uganda, and many other parts of it. I was at Muhuru Bay, at that triangle, where Kenya meets Uganda and Tanzania. So this country is very beautiful, and we are handsome and beautiful made. So we love each other. That's why we love each other. Thank you very much for bringing this office here. And I'm looking forward to having almost all other offices setting foot here in Garissa. We have got a number of offices which have not yet established the offices here. But I'll make it as a matter of principle to have them here so that we get all the services closest. We are people like any other in this country. Otherwise, thank you very much, and looking forward to a better future with the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties and everybody else. Thank you. God bless us all.
Asante sana, Bwana Commissioner. Let's appreciate him, please. Thank you very much. That was the County Commissioner, Garissa. And I think we are very lucky to have him for the second time. He seems to be following us where we are opening our offices. So we'll live to see him again when we are opening the office in Wajir and Mandera. Now we are almost coming to the end. We were supposed to have the governor with us, and we want to appreciate the governor's office for hosting us this morning on a courtesy call, and we have shared briefs, and we want to appreciate the work the governor is doing around here. And to represent him and to read the speech on his behalf, we have the County Secretary, Mr. Mahmoud, who has been very kind to us since morning, and we really want to appreciate your office also, Mr. Mahmoud, the Office of the County Secretary, for hosting our courtesy call. And we really, really appreciate the efforts you are putting in place to, particularly for the special groups. We have already recognized that you are giving a lot of opportunities to women in the county administration. We've had a number of recent appointments, including the CEO of the County Public Service Board. I can see Rakia has just come in. Pleasure to meet you again. And we are very proud of when we see women appointed to leadership positions. I want to say that as ORPP, we get very, very happy. And people with disabilities have confessed here that they've been given opportunities within the administration, and that's really a very good picture. Please continue to do that and give more opportunities. It's not enough. Please advise the governor to be able to give more opportunities. Now, let me take this singular honor to invite Mr. Mahmoud to give us the address, the keynote address, the county governor's address, so that then we are able to move forward. One Mahmoud, please. Let's welcome, please.
Thank you. Thank you, Bonali. Ladies and gentlemen, asanteni sana. I'm not one to read speeches because I'm a civil servant. I'm not a state officer. But nevertheless, I'll read the speech of His Excellency the Governor. He's sending his apologies. He couldn't be here today. Neither could the Deputy Governor also is out of town. So I would like just to read his speech first, then I will add a few words. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished members of the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties, I'm deeply honored to welcome you to our county today. Your visit serves as a vital reminder of the importance of transparency, integrity, and adherence to regulations in our political process. The County Government of Garissa is committed to fostering a democratic environment where the rule of law is upheld and all political stakeholders operate within the bounds of ethical conduct. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties plays a crucial role in ensuring the proper functioning of our political system, the oversight of party registration, compliance, monitoring, and promotion of ethical standards contributes significantly to the integrity and credibility of our electoral process. I commend the dedication and diligence of your office in upholding these essential principles. Having an office in the county will help in promoting transparency, accountability, and integrity in the political landscape of the county. Allow me now to highlight some of the key benefits of having such an office in Garissa County. 1, ensuring compliance. The office will oversee the registration and regulation of political parties locally, ensuring that they comply with the legal requirements and adhere to the established standards that help maintain order and legality within the political sphere. And in promoting fair elections, having a regional office in Garissa will create a level playing field for all parties during the elections. This fosters fair competition and enhances the credibility of electoral outcomes. In protecting democratic values, the office will play a crucial role in upholding democratic principles, this by ensuring that political parties operate within the bounds of the law, respect political norms, and protect the environment for political activities. Ladies and gentlemen, in our county, we value the principles of democracy and strive to create an inclusive and participatory political process, and your unwavering commitment to ensuring fair and transparent election process is highly appreciated. We as the people of Garissa County are grateful for the decision to establish a regional office in our county. Thank you for prioritizing good governance and the rule of law by setting up this crucial institution within our community. We look forward to the positive impact it will have on our county's democratic process and political environment. It's my pleasure to invite all of you to this great county of Garissa as we continue with the event of today. Thank you. That is the governor's speech, albeit very short. Thank you, Madam Registrar. And today, when we had a meeting, there's an issue that's pertinent. You know what they say in politics? When the county assembly sneezes, the executive catches cold. There's been sneezing around in the county assembly in the last few weeks, and we are about to catch cold. So you came the right time with flu gone. So, and you have helped us today. Thank you very much for that. I don't want to go into much of that because the MCS are watching, so they could come for me. I don't want to go into that. I'll just use parables to explain what we talked about. The other thing is I would like to thank you, your office, very much, because last elections I happened to be the chief agent for our current governor. And I relied heavily on your website to get materials to train our agents. There's a lot of quite good material on our website. And there's a lady who said she's in charge of libraries. I would like to thank her very much for uploading those kind of documents, which are very, very helpful, because you know, we are far removed from Nairobi. And at this local level, to be able to get those documents just to train your agents, it's really helpful. And now that we have an office here, it's even much closer to us. In the last few years, we had regional offices being opened in Garissa, including National Gender and Equality Commission. We had quite a few of them that came. Even ODPP office opened a few years back. And you are the youngest in the game, so welcome. We'll help you, we'll collaborate with you. Anything you need from the office of the governor or the county government, we are available to collaborate with the office of RPP and the regional staff who are working here. We are willing to help, so feel free to come to our offices. I think Ifrah was here, she was with me yesterday. So you are all welcome to our office of the governor and county government. The other thing is, it's been mentioned a lot about the county government and its gender balance. Of course, we do support and encourage our ladies. Just a few weeks ago, I was talking to a friend of mine from Ethiopia, and he's a political leader there in the region 5, that's Somali region in Ethiopia, and he was telling me they have, because their regional politics is not like us, it's not county level, it's a region. So they have about 250 or so representatives in their regional assembly. And he said they are forced to give at least 120 seats to women. To women to be nominated. But unfortunately, even, you see, well, I'm just trying to compare the maturity of Kenyan politics with the regional countries. Even when they are given those number of seats as women to be nominated, the women will appoint their brothers. They say, no, I don't want, give it to my brother. I don't want to go into a house of men. So he said out of 120, we only managed to get 50 ladies to come to the house. And they were coerced. The rest said, no, I'm not going to sit in a house with men. So in Kenya, at least ladies put themselves forward for nomination, and they campaign for the parties, and they are elected. Some of them are elected as well. So you can imagine how the disparity, and there are Somali communities too. So as a Somali community in this region, we are also progressing and maturing politically compared to the other regions, especially in Somalia or Ethiopia. So we are not badly off, Madam Hakar. So let's just, and as you said, we had the first elected women representative member of parliament in northern Kenya since independence. That's Garissa County. And it comes from the region of the speaker. And in Garissa County, this is off the cuff. In Garissa County, when it comes to, I don't want to say this misogyny, or that is the region where the highest level is. Unfortunately or fortunately, they elected a woman. A woman had to come from there to prove that they are wrong. So this is off the cuff, Madam Speaker, yeah? Don't quote you on that. So anyway, thank you very much. But as a county government, the CEO is here to attest to that we support gender balance. And very soon we'll have chief officers in place. And many of you will be surprised that the number of female chief officers will exceed the 30% required by law. And the disabled as well. Yeah. Also, recently we had, a week ago, we had a mass wedding in Garissa, and where we had 43 weddings, and young men and women who could not afford to get married. The county government, through the Department of Social Services, supported them in that. We provided them with whatever they need for a house. We brought the chief of the Qadi of Garissa to conduct the ceremony. We donated to them beds, mattresses, everything that you need to start a household. We also gave them some equipment to open barber shops or to start their businesses. And there's a program called Ugatuzi na Kazi, which is a program to help mothers who are poor, to just help with reforestation, because we live in a very hot area and there's a lot of desertification. So the governor has also employed for 3 ladies in that program, or the brides. And the men were given also startup businesses with cash and everything to support them. And in that group, there was also 4 disabled. And some of them haven't even married for years, so it was a good thing. So we support the disadvantaged in the society. We not only dwell on people like us who are able-bodied or who have opportunities. So we are a government that's sensitive to our vulnerable in the society. So with those many remarks and few remarks, I would like to say thank you very much. And Madam Anne, welcome to Garissa, and on the team from our RPP office. Asanteni sana. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana Secretary. Nafikiri tumesikiza na the speech of the governor highlighted the importance of this office around here, and we want to live to that expectation. The office will serve all those purposes and we'll even go beyond that to ensure that the communities here benefit from the office and also improve democratic governance in our counties and in the region. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are almost coming to the end, and the DJ need to excite us a bit. Let's stand up. We have been sitting since morning. Tuamke kidogo, tuchangamke, tushangilie Kenya, if we can get that. And yeah, we need to be a bit active for us to be able to invite the showstopper today, the Registrar of Political Parties, who will come to address us. But before that, we must stretch so that we can listen to her when we are active. We have been sitting since morning, and therefore we can have the DJ, please, tuchangamshe kidogo. What do we have? Can we have tushangilie Kenya? Kenya taifa letu kufu. Tukumbuke Moi kidogo, wakati wa Moi. Let's be patriotic. Let's remember. Daima. Hakuna vijana wa Moi, Nyayo, vijana wa Nyayo. Tulikuwa tunaimba, yes. Daima taifa letu kufu, Kenya tunayoipenda. Kenya ni yule mwenye kutenda haki kwa watu wote. Mtu mwenye kutenda haki. Anakipenda Kenya, usitengane na mambo yenye kuvuta amani. Daima Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima chetu, daima na mlele. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima daima mlele. Kenya kipenzi, hatutaiacha milele. Daima kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima daima na mlele. Kenya kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima kipenzi chetu, hatutaiacha milele. Daima. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can have a seat. You can have a seat. Thank you very much. Now it's time to listen to the Registrar of Political Parties, Daktari Ann Nderitu. She is a doctor. And you better get used to that. When you call her, you have to call her Dr. Ann Nderitu to be able to address us this afternoon. Thank you very much, Registrar. Karibu.
Thank you. Asante sana, Mr. Ali. And thank you all participants today. I want to singularly recognize all the persons represented here, read by the County Commissioner. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammed Ramadhan, for being here. We were with you in Eldoret. We are here again. Thank you because of your good service. That's why you keep moving around. Thank you so much, County Secretary, for representing the governor and being part of our guests, and very good support you gave us, including this morning. The Speaker of the County Assembly, I want to singularly thank you for hosting us this morning and also having deliberate conversations around good governance and around party governance, which I think will go a long way in terms of perspective of Garissa County. I also want to thank you most sincerely, all representative of political parties present. I know led by UDA, UDM, UPIA, WIPA, and probably any other party that has joined us along the way. We are here because they are political parties registered in Kenya. And that is the reason why our office exists. So we cannot fail to recognize you. CEO of our County Public Service, Mr. Lakia Fala Ibrahim. I want to recognize you. We also have institutions that are represented here from the national government. My list may not be exhaustive, but I know we have KEMSA, we have Auditor General's Office, we have the National Gender and Equality Commission, we have ODPP, and any other institution. We have also one of the institutions that joined us towards the end, the EACC. Yeah, we are joined by EACC. So thank you, and any other institution that probably we may not have recognized, please feel welcome. All elected leaders present, the MCAs present, and I also want to specially recognize the host MCA. He may have left, but who is the Deputy Speaker also. We really was not by design to have left him. Yeah, we really recognize elected leaders. We know for sure the reason why political parties exist is for people to use them as an instrument of governance so that you run through the party. In the last election, we had a total candidate of 16,100. 11,787 were all from political parties, meaning it's over 95%. If you look at the demographics of those who were elected, more than 98% were elected through political parties. So generally, we celebrate every leader who have been elected, but we are very particular to celebrate those who have been elected through political parties, because our office is the Registrar of Political Parties. Not that we take less those who are elected as independent candidates, because it's their right. Article 85 of the Constitution give them the right to run as independent candidates. But we are very particular to see that political parties continue to field candidates in large numbers and allowing them to really get elected into parliament. Whether it is the county assembly or the national parliament, we are specifically very happy for the political parties that keep fielding candidates. We also recognize the religious leaders present, led by the SUPKEM leader who prayed for us this morning. We are very happy. All the civil societies and also people who work in disability sector, we are also very particular about that, because our office is very concerned about inclusivity in all spheres. Having said that, allow me to say that particularly we are here in pursuit of the office mandate to have strategic positioning in different counties so that we bring services closer to the people. It is imperative that an office that brings service closer to the people is able to connect with the people it is expected to serve. And we are very happy to start an office here in Garissa to serve specifically the Garissa County, Wajir, and Madera as a regional office. We have brought in officers and they have been introduced to you. And specifically, we are interested to ensure that there is compliance of political parties, because that is part of our mandate, to ensure that political parties in this region have offices, and political parties also are supported at the offices that they have established, so that we continue growing democracy in this country. Our coming to Garissa is one of the 12 offices that we have opened across the country, and one being Garissa. We also have an office in Kitale. We have an office in Bungoma. We have an office in Maridi. We have an office in Isiolo. We have an office in Eldoret. We have an office in Kitui, Kisumu, Nakuru, Mombasa, and Nyahururu. Those are the 12 offices that we have. So I sincerely thank all of you for being here as we discuss and are bringing the matters, bringing services closer to the people, so that we gain what our office is established to do. As it has been mentioned earlier, our office is established to register political parties, and for that fact, we have 90 registered political parties. Our office is also established to regulate all activities of political parties and coalitions. And this morning, we had a lengthy and fruitful discussions about coalitions in this country. And one of the issues that we really are keen to do is to see that even by law, that coalitions, we continue to improve the legal framework of regulating coalitions and coalition political parties. In this phase of the post-election period, we are keen to look at the legal reform, where the gaps were during the nomination period, where the people were frustrated during the nomination period, and we look at how we close the gaps. We also know for sure that there was some back and forth towards the coalition making, some of them coming after election, the shifting after elections. In the legal reform that we are proposing, we are looking at how then do we regulate that function of how you shift, because right now the law largely requires on the coalition agreement that a particular coalition have filed with the Office of Registrar of Political Parties. We really want to look at that so that we continue making our democracy work, but also having some level of discipline on how you move from one political party to another, and also how you move from one coalition to another. We have received from the counties, as we are speaking, Speaker, very funny proposals where members of the county assemblies who are in particular coalition are moving on their own. They want to move from one coalition to another, not necessarily where the party is. They want to move on their own. Me, as a member of a county assembly, I want to just say, I have left this coalition, I've joined this one, and your party has not left. So you are living on your own. And then you ask the member, what is it that is promoting you to move? It's my political rights. But let me tell you, those political rights are regulated within a particular framework. The right to join or to form a coalition or exit a coalition is a preserve of the political party. But as a member, you have a right to move from the political party that you are registered as a member. And then you know the repercussions of that if you are elected or nominated is that you are likely to lose your seat, because you move and you write then to the speaker and copy the registrar, and the speaker will forward those names very fast of people who have resigned from their political party. But you cannot resign from a coalition as an individual. It's a party that exits from a coalition, all join a coalition. So it is within that legal reform that we want to look, how do we also collaborate with county governments, led by the speakers of the county assemblies, and the majority leaders and minority leaders, so that we look at educating our members in the county assembly. How do they know how a political party operates, so that by operation of the law, they are not also differentiated? Because part of it, we say in law that ignorance is not a defense. So the more you know about the operation of your political party, the better for you. We were disturbed during the general election, Speaker, and the county secretary. When you could find people who are learning on a particular political party ticket, but they do not even know who is the Secretary General of that political party. The registrar tells us, who is the Secretary General of this? particular political party to really engage with the elected leaders and nominated leaders to ensure that they understand operations of a political party, and also request them to join political party of their choice as early as possible and remain loyal to that political party. When it comes to the election period, we faced a challenge that time of a legal lacuna, which had not provided how you move from one political party to another without losing your seat. But through a ruling and the reform that we want to do, we want that particular fact regulated because it's a question of political right. You may want to change party towards the end of your term. How do you change without losing your seat? That is an area that actually was a big problem during the last general election. And we are happy to report that it's part of the area that we are addressing during the legal reform. I want also to tell you that we also have automated our services. It was said here, and I want to repeat again. In 2018, I think it's 2018, 2019. You remember one day we decided to open the register of membership to political parties. And you remember the hue and cry. Oh, I find myself in a party probably that I did not register. This and this happened. I think I am not in this political party, and so forth and so forth. But we told Kenyans that particular time, if you are in a political party that you do not wish to continue belonging to, we are giving you the freedom to resign using our system. And somebody mentioned here, one political party, how we have digitalized our systems. *509#. It still remains, it's still open since 2018 to date, and specifically to help you resign from any political party that you do not wish to continue belonging and you want to belong to another. Recently, we did a reform. You can now register using the same system, using just a code within your phone, and doesn't matter whether you are using a Kababe phone or you are using the smartphone. You can check your status, register as a member, or resign from that particular platform. That is bringing political rights into reality because you are now able to administer your own data. We also note that it is very important to have data protection so that your data is not taken without your consent. And that is also what we have done. We have enabled you to process your own data within the system and also register as a party member. Any person who is registered as a party member can only be registered after giving consent. If your party membership is being changed for any reason, you are expected to get an alert in your phone number. And that alert, you either approve whether you want to register in that political party or you also reject. But for any person who is interested in politics and continue to be in politics, it's very important to keep checking your membership status using that *509#, because by doing so, you remain relevant and compliant within the law. Somebody has spoken about party ideologies. We are keen this time round to ensure that our political parties come up with their party ideologies. Currently, for you to register a political party, you must really bring a statement of ideology to the Office of Registrar of Political Parties. I want to really also talk about, as I come almost to a conclusion, because I don't want to keep us to keep waiting, that we are going to collaborate with CAV, County Assembly Forum, and the speakers and the county assembly members to do a sensation program across the country for you to understand capacity building program and to ensure that you understand the political party's operation and you understand where you stand as far as preparation for the next general election is, including membership. Currently, we have a membership of 24.1 million Kenyans who are registered as members of political parties, which is a very large number. And for sure, we'd want to continue educating Kenyans so that they know, and they know how to join political parties. But when we are doing the sanitation program, we are very particular about inclusion, about women, youth, and persons with disability. Reason being, a society is as good as its weakest link. And it has been said here correctly by one of the honorable members that part of the issues that we are struggling with is patriarchy. And we cannot deny that fact. We may have very best legal processes, we have legal framework, but as far as the society is not responsive from the grassroots, we shall continue to have a problem. I would want us, especially men seated in this forum, you become he for she. You really advocate personally for nomination and election of women. Because the women we talk about are actually your daughters. If you ask any man here, do you want your daughter to become successful, become a registrar of political parties, become a nominated MCA, become a PS, become all men here, when it comes to their daughters, they will say, yes. When you say, do you want your sister to become an elected governor? That is, yes. But the minute you mention the wife, when the men talk about women, they actually mean the wife. When the women should not participate, they actually mean the wife. But I want to remind you, your wife is somebody's daughter. Is also somebody's sister. Is also somebody's mother. So treat them as you treat your own, your daughter, your mother, your sister, because she also has an origin where she's celebrated as a daughter, she's celebrated as a mother, she's also celebrated as a sister. Celebrate her also as a wife, but also give her the space to continue really articulating what she was. She has a lot of talent, a lot of energies within her. She can become all that she was created to become. So in that area, the OLPP is a member of the most multi-sectoral working group on gender, which has just finished the report and presented it to Parliament through the CS of Gender, Madam Aisha Jumwa. And in the proposals that we are making, we are saying, let us review the Constitution and the Political Parties Act and the elections to allow, especially for National Assembly, to have the 2/3 gender rule. But let's also look at participation. We are saying, let's just look at who is really interested in politics. You don't pick a person who really have no interest in politics. That political parties have a system which we are proposing there, where they identify the best women as far as participation and women who are actually working and supporting the political processes. So that when they come to National Assembly, they are able to articulate issues because they are actually interested in that. So for sure, through this platform, I really would request Parliament, because already, as we speak now, we have political goodwill, right from the President himself, by writing a memorandum to Parliament, and one of the issues he raised was actually that one of that gender rule, just a few months after he became president. It means now, what probably we have been lacking is political goodwill. We have political goodwill. And I know for sure, even at the county assembly level, the political goodwill, we are happy to hear that the county of Garissa will give more than 30% of the chief officers. That is a celebration, because it means they are conscious about inclusion and about gender. I also want to appeal to all ourselves that we practice politics of tolerance. We belong to different political parties. We have different opinions, but we are one Kenya and we are one people. In spite of what you stand for and whichever divide of our politics you are practicing, let us bear with one another and allow also other people to really give their own opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, I really would urge all of us to work together to ensure that our country is better as far as the democracy and governance is concerned. Let us continue to protect the right to speak our mind, the right to associate politically, but also we ensure that we accommodate each and every person who has been elected or nominated. That's all opinion matter. Whether it is coming from a man, a woman, a youth, or a person with disability. Let every opinion matter, and let's listen to one another. That is what we call political tolerance. The youth present here. This country is formed by 66% of Kenyans who are below the age of 35, according to the last census. What we want to hear more of the youth voice. A youth is a stage. You are not a youth forever. Madam, you are not a youth. I think you are below the age of 35. You are not a youth for life. A youth is a transitional stage. What you do with your youth is what will influence policy and governance that will affect you in the future. You live in this country more than the older people. If the law of natural justice takes place, that the older die first than the young ones, you live in this country more. So we need to hear your voice as young people, because it is more your country and your children more than it is for the older generation. So I want to urge all the youth to really come up and let your voice be heard. As I conclude, I want to say, as we inaugurate this office, we'll continue engaging with each and every organization represented here in Garissa, and we shall grow insights and proposals that will come out of our engagements so that we continue to improve even the governance of political parties in Kenya. This meetup does not only strengthen a well-meaning collaboration focused with the state and non-state officers, actors, but also give further insight on opportunities to work together to deliver on our respective institutional and professional responsibility and give exceptional services. Let us work in shaping for our better, all times ill-perceived, the perception that politics is a dirty game. We need to work it out so that Kenyans celebrate political parties and also celebrate politics as a way of governance and as a way of democracy. It is necessary to always be deliberate and mindful of the need to mentor the young leaders to progress the political and entire democracy journey this country has recognized. Many have come before us and did their part in fighting for democracy. It is upon us today, those who are living today, irrespective of age or position, to stand up for democracy and continue to fight. And there is no better way of fighting for democracy than strengthening political parties. And this will ensure that we have gained maximally to the provisions of the Constitution and the laws that come, and that we translate to the next generation a better country, and a country that is responsive to all the needs of the population and the demographics of our nation. I thank you most sincerely for attending this occasion, and it is with singular honor that I say that we are pleased to join you in your meetings when you call us, even opportunity meeting, and even when county commissioner you're having your barazas, we are ready to come and educate Kenyans through our officers here. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Registrar. Thank you very much for that speech. I think we are now more enlightened. Before we go far, I think, Registrar, we are going to invite you back to the stage. Maybe after you have a bottle of water, so that you can give a few gifts to our guests. Then we open up for a brief discussion. You might have a few questions for this office. We've been talking to you from the podium. And it's our culture as ORPP to engage and to have a discussion. If you have any questions, clarifications, you want to comment, or you have ideas on how this office is able to do its work more, much better, we invite your opinion, because we respect your opinion and we value your contributions. So we'll give a few chances, but before that, I want to recognize the presence of our guests. And usually, when we come over, we give some small gifts to our respected guests of honor. We will start by the County Commissioner. County Commissioner, Registrar has some gift for you. We'll start with the County Commissioner. Please come over. Where's our communication? Communication? Oh, okay. Somewhere here? Or you can stand. You are tall. You can stand behind. All right. There. Thank you very much. Karibu sana, Bwana County Commissioner. There's some small gift there. We love reading in the office, so there is a book and there's also some branding material. So at ORPP, this is a very important book. It's called Kenya Political Education Source Book. It has a lot of information, especially if you are a politician. Hata iko na details of how to campaign strategies, how you are going to, get your voters from how you are going to, communicate your message, and campaign strategies, how you are going to mobilize campaign resources, the leadership requirements, what IEBC requires of you as a politician for you to qualify to contest on all the seats from governor up to MCA. So it has a lot of information. It also has information on members. If you want to be an active member of political party, it has information on how political parties are run and the structures. So for officials of political parties, it's a very important book. It's a curriculum, actually, and it's developed by this office, and we are breaking it down further. So next, we are going to have the speaker. Karibu sana, Bwana Speaker. Thank you very much for supporting. And this is the start of our collaboration. We want to start programs to collaborate with the County Assembly of Garissa, and I'm sure we are going to run a number of programs together. Karibu sana, asante. Then we have the County Secretary, please. County Secretary. Thank you very much. We also have, that is the County Secretary. Thank you very much. Then we have the County Public Service Board CEO, Madam Rakia. Please come. We recognize you. Sorry. We recognize. Thank you very much. Rakia, good job. Congratulations. And we expect you to shine so that more women get senior positions in the county. You become an example. Next, we have a representative from GEC. We also have something for you. I know I'm told they don't like that name, GEC. It's National Gender and Equality Commission. It has other meaning in other languages. So the commission always tell us they don't want that. NGEC, not GEC. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, that is a very good partner for us. Of course, we want to also get a gift for IEBC. IEBC, Mr. Noor, please. IEBC is our partner. We are joined at the hip, and tumekuwa mtoto mtukutu, tuka overgrow, tukaenda kando, tukawa kubwa zaidi. That's all. Thank you very much, and We also appreciate every other person who has come here. Now we will open, thank you very much, Registrar. We'll open the floor for questions and comments. Just 5 so that we can rush for prayers. If we can have 5 important questions or comments, we'll also allow you to write down. You don't have to ask. We will be going around to pick your comments, and we really appreciate the input that we are going to get from you. So, Bonamberia, let's start. Let me see the hands up for questions. Number 1 is there. Number 2, oh, Irshad. Irshad is around. A very good, very strong human rights defender around. I know him. Irshad is going to ask a question. Who else? Who else? We have 2. I've seen you. That's number 1. Then number 2. Do you have a hand? Yes. Number 3 from then Mheshimiwa 4. I think those 4 are those we have. I'm sure I'm going to get 1 lady because we cannot leave behind the lady. As the ladies plan themselves, let's start with number 1.
Executive Director, Northern Peace and Resilience Network, ASIDU. I also run a caucus of the youth as the coordinator. Mine is not a question, but mine will be a recommendation and giving gratitude to ORPP. We've seen you have 1 youth in your staff as the coordinator. That is very commendable.
Both are youth, actually. Both staff, yes.
Ifra and the other guy.
Yes.
Is Ismail, yeah.
Yes.
Ismail.
Yes.
Yes. Funana and Vijana. So this one goes to the county government through the county secretary and the Madam CEO sitting here. We want also in the public service board youth representation, and we want a lady this time around. But CS, I know you can do this, and that is just a recommendation from my people. The generator is 2. National Gender and Equality Commission has been working with us, and they're doing a great job for you. You can also see our gender officer. I don't think she was recognized. I take this opportunity to recognize all the youths here and her also. And just to say that we as youths are ready to work with ORPP, and I'm ready to do mobilization and everything that you need. We are having a town cleanup coming up very fast, and I will wish all of us to participate in that. I would like to see the Madam CEO, I want to see us also in the front line as we do that. With those very few remarks, I say thank you.
Thank you very much. Asante sana. Those are comments. Irshad?
Thank you. Mine will be very brief. Thank you, Madam, and the team on CS. Mine, this is a very big honor for us. Last time I was an election observer. I'm actually the only international election observer. And what I noted was that we lost very credible people in the party nominations. And we had political party barons who could obstruct some people, including governors, senators from registering in political parties. That gave us a lot of heartache. So I think, I don't know where the party comes in, the office comes in, which is a very big issue. The other one, I traveled with a team of MCS traveling from Mandera and Nigeria just to go and register a political party. Because they didn't want to register their political parties elsewhere. They had to travel to Nairobi. 800, 900 kilometers to travel. So this will be a very big honor for us. But my question is, as Garissa people and the Somalis we know, we want to register clans. We want to register political parties for even our clans and our small wives. I would want to register 10 people in 10 different parties. This morning I will register here, tomorrow and I want to assure this office, if we are not very keen and all the regulations observed and all these things controlled, Garissa will be the county with the highest number of political parties. That's number 1. The other one, there is the registration using the digital. Somalis are 90% of. Please use the radio. and local media to reach the larger public. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Asante sana. Those are recommendations, but we also have a response on the two issues that you raised. Definitely, we will have to respond. Let's have the other side, number 3 first, then Mheshimiwa.
Mimi ni Adambile Chairman Disability. Ninasema hivi, ofisi ya magorofa person with disability huko kuingia inasumbua. Mara mingi tunaingia ofisi na ofisi iko juu, na mwenye wheelchair hawezi akapanda. Kwa hivyo tafadhali nasema ofisi, kama mchukue ofisi ya chini ambaye mwenye wheelchair anaweza kuingia. Ya pili, vile nimesema saa ile, person with disability ako Mandera ama Wajia, alikuwa anaenda mpaka Nairobi kuregister. Lakini saa hii mulilete ofisi ambayo inahitajika katika Garissa. Na tumesema asante kwa hiyo. Na wale wako Mandera na Wajia watakuja Garissa na wanaregister. Ya mwisho, nasema kwa registration, ukifanya person with disability hana nguvu ya mapato. Kwa hivyo tunasema person with disability wafanyiwe free of charge wakati wanaregister. Hatuwezi mwenye kutaka mwanasiasa wanapate wanasikia unaambia registration 50,000, na mimi nataka kusimama kuanzia saa kwenye hana 50,000 hana uwezo wa kusimama. Kwa hivyo wanachama yote, chama zote tunasema person with disability wafanyiwe free bila kulipa shilingi yoyote, asimame na apatishe. Lakini ukizuia kwa ajili ya pesa, hiyo sasa ni kutuuza. Thank you.
Asante sana. The final one from Mheshimiwa Odawa.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I really appreciate and thank everyone here today for this wonderful day. As Northern Kenya and as Garissa people, we have been waiting for this office. Personally, I suffered during the election for moving from one office to office to change members from one party to another. I personally reached even to Madam Dr. during the election. In 2017 and 2022. I was in the race in 2017, Kora Kotosha, and 2022 the same. Thank you very much. My concern, I have a question here. I want to know the role you play in the nomination. Normally, we have nomination submitted by the parties. As UPIA, in the last year, in the last election, we have nomination list across the counties. In Tanariva County, we had an UPIA candidate in the nomination list. That was the first person in the list. And during the nomination process, the person was changed and was left behind. This one being, the person was not from Somali origin and was not coming from Tanariva. We are still voting in Tanariva. We normally have a lot of votes in Tanariva. But the person was left because he was a Somali and from Garissa. That was a concern. And I think I wanted to know the role you play in the nomination process as a political party. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. I think we have those 4 questions. I was waiting for a lady to ask a question or give a comment. Do you have any? All right, then we can respond to those ones. Most of it were comments, and we take them very positively, and we will actually work on them. We have a very big team of communication, and we have rapporteurs around. And when we take this feedback, we go and process and put it as part of what we work on as our policy, and also as programs that we are going to work on. So we really, really appreciate your positive feedback. There was a question on credible people losing party nominations. That's a very important question, and I think we have worked around that in terms of legal reforms. Last year, we attempted, 2002, we attempted to bring about regulation of nomination process by parties under the office of the ORPP, monitoring, not regulation, because the regulation and conduct of nominations are supposed to be overseen by IEBC as per the Elections Act. But as a regulator of political parties, we are supposed to regulate all the activities of political parties. And therefore, in that endeavor, we have attempted to bring into the law as one of the core mandates of the Office of the Registrar and that function, we have brought in monitoring of political party primaries or political party elections. And we have also brought a whole section on how to conduct and what parties are supposed to do when they are conducting their primaries. So there is something working around that. And I want to tell you that even if we have not enforced it to the latter, we have had some challenges. We even had court ruling where there was ruled that that particular function need to be removed and from ORPP again. But despite those challenges, I want to state that there has been improvements. If you compare what we had last year, the 2022 elections to 2017 and 2013, there has been a big improvement. That can be attested to by the reduction in number of cases, post-communication conflicts and cases that have been registered at the tribunal and even in the courts have really reduced if you look at the statistics. But I want to tell you that this is a process and it's not going to be handled just in one elections. It's a process and we continue to improve. I want to probably ask Registrar and my colleague CPA, maybe I invite CPA maybe to talk about one of the issues that has been raised regarding digital communication, as well as instead of digitizing, what are we doing in terms of communicating to the oral community of Somali community, as well as how we are going to register political parties based on our clans, sub-clans, so that we are going to have so many political parties in Garissa, because we have opened an office here. Every sub-clan might have a party. I want to tell you that that is not going to be possible, but you will hear from the Assistant Registrar in charge of registration of political parties. CPA, please.
Radio stations, probably in vernacular. I think that is a request much welcome. I tell you, every time I go to Mombasa, because I come from Mombasa from Kilifi, I visit not less than 4 radio stations and I speak in my mother tongue. I go and sensitize my people in mother tongue, and now that we have IFRA here, and the 2 officers we have here, you can tell they can speak the local language. So now that's an opportunity, because we could not bring somebody from Nairobi every time, but now they are here, and we are also part of our stakeholders at the media houses. So you start seeing more of that, including translating some of the documents we have, so that the IEC materials, so that you can hear them in the language and be able to internalize them better. So that's going to happen now that we have the officers here. I want to speak quickly on an issue that the registrar asked me to talk about, the issue of the persons with disability and the location of the offices. You realize that our office, as we'll see shortly, is on 2nd floor, okay? And I know you are speaking to that already, and we hear you and we understand that, because we embrace a lot of inclusion. However, we have to do a lot of balancing, yeah? Issues of security, yeah, issues of space. There are seasons that will come that we have a lot of clients coming for our services, especially when you're nearing elections. And most of the time, somebody tells you, "Hapa kwangu sitaki watu wengi." Yeah, So we have to move to another location, start hiring a temporary facility. That's what we do even in Nairobi. Hiring temporary facilities, sometimes we don't have the budget. So we have to do a lot of balancing. However, here we have an office on second floor. We have arrangements, with the landlord, because we realize the landlord here is a government office, okay? So that when you come, you're a PWD, then we make arrangements to the arrangements that will be attended to on ground floor. So please don't keep off. Mseme huko on the second floor sitaenda, tafadhali mwambiane mkuje na mtahudumiwa na hawa vijana. Watakimbia mbio ground floor na kuna mahali tumepanga mtahudumiwa na bora mpate huduma, si sawa? Mtahudumiwa vilivyo, kwa hivyo hilo nafikiri liko sawa. Options. Whichever you want, then it will actually be used for you at your convenience. And then not just for you, but I'm sure you are representing your demography, and we really respect that concern. The other one is about possibility of mushrooming of political parties. Kila familia, kila kijiji. I will tell you that the law is very clear. And yesterday we were issuing an applicant with a certificate of professional registration, because registration of political parties is in 2 phases. Yeah, I think that question came from the first person who was, yes, Chad, yes. That we have the professional registration and then the full registration. So we're talking to somebody yesterday and they said, for the last 3 months, yesterday we were issuing a certificate of professional registration, within a period of 3 months. Could be a little bit longer, because the process is very clear. I will not say stringent. It's very clear to make sure that any party being registered by the Office of the Registrar has a national face. You cannot register at hapa kuna Garissa, Mandera, Wajir. Kuna chama ya Garissa, Mandera na Wajir, hakuna. Because you must have offices in at least 24 counties. You must have a membership in at least 24 counties. So I think with that, even if there will be that attempt, it can remain a wish, it can be an attempt, but an attempt does not necessarily mean it will succeed or see the light of the day. We are there to make sure that the law has been applied to the end. Because of time, I'll just leave it at that, but be rest assured, there is no village party being registered at the Office of the Registrar of Political Parties.
Thank you very much. I think that was well covered. Your fears are covered. Now, probably Registrar will talk about the issue of nomination further, if there is any other addition, so that we can come to the close of this session. There was something about credibility of nomination, and also what is your role in nomination, or what we call membership list. In our language, we call it membership list, but the nomination by political parties as specially elected representatives.
Okay. Thank you very much, and I will be very brief. One, what is our role in the issue of party list? The laws give the political party the right and the autonomy to develop party list, but there are guidelines that are very clear on how those party lists should be developed, but it's the role of the political party to develop party list. Our role is certifying that party list, that it has, for example, in the last general election, as an IEBC, we were looking at whether it has met the 2/3 gender rule. We were also looking whether it has regional balance, and then all the party lists are there. There are supposed to be 98 party lists, whether all the party lists are there, and whether those people who are nominated there are members of that political party. So, if you want to be nominated in a political party list, it is your honor to connect with that political party. Nobody else, not IEBC, not ORPP can nominate a person to belong to a political party list. It is you connecting to the political party. Some of the people who really want to be nominated to political party list come towards the towards the election, and now you have a clamor to register to be nominated in the political party list. but you have not been there, participating in party activities, helping the party grow, mobilizing for the party so that you can be feasible for the party to nominate you. So it is upon every Kenyan who wants to be in the party list to actually start engaging with the political party of his choice as early as possible. The other issue, the question of party nomination, I think, Mr. Ali, you had already mentioned that political party nominations, we have been improving not only the law, but also the practice. This particular time in 2022, we had more options of how a political party should conduct their party nominations. Part of it was that they can do universal suffrage, which a number of parties do the universal suffrage, where the members of political party go and elect their representative of who will be a candidate using voting. The second, parties could do delegate system. They could also come together and agree and even have consensus together with their members and then agree who becomes the party candidate. And this consensus is actually the candidate agreeing, not the party and the candidate. Candidates themselves come together with the party to agree who becomes the candidate. So there are many options. That reduced significantly nomination violence, as you saw. We had almost zero-rated the nomination violence, but we still see, and I said when I was speaking, there are gaps that we still need to address. First of all is to ensure that there's fairness, there's proper representation, and people are given equal opportunity during the party nominations. For sure, there's some work to be done as we continue improving the party nomination, and it's for all of us, together with the parties, ourselves, and all the stakeholders. I think those were the issues. I also, the youth. I still want to urge the youth really to participate in the political party processes and understand political parties more. Please, the youth of this country, come to the tail end to be used as mobilizers or even as goons. And you organize yourself in good. Indeed, the last election taught me a lot of things, that you can actually sell violence. You organize yourself and your commodity, what you are selling is violence. And we want to ask the youth to detest from being used as goons, as people who cause violence. Don't sell violence. Sell your ideology, sell your policies, and join the political train as candidates, as people who really mobilize for the common good and the common cause of a leader you believe in and who you have vetted. This habit of Kenyans, immediately after election, a month after election, Kenyans are saying, these ones must go now, you must bring others. I don't think it's healthy as a democracy. Once you elect, make sure that you have vetted the leaders that we are putting in offices, so that you have you give them also time to deliver on their mandate. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We are now coming to the end, and I want to appreciate everybody. And I want to recognize the media. They have been doing a wonderful job since morning, and they are part of our partners, and we really appreciate each one of you. So I think we are coming to the end. I want now to invite my colleague, CPA Florence, to give vote of thanks on behalf of the office. And then we will, after that, close with the prayers. We have representatives from the religious group. So immediately after the vote of thanks, we are going to commission the office. We are going to commission the office, so we'll have representatives, the guests accompanying the registrar to officially commission the office and dedicate the office. Thereafter, then we will be able to then finish our program. So CPA, please come. As you give your vote of thanks, you also coordinate the commissioning.
Asanteni sana, tumpigie makofi Bwana Ali. Asante Bwana Ali. It's really hot here. So I'll try to be very quick because what needed to be said has been said. So I've been given just a moment to move a vote of thanks, and I'll go straight to that. that it's indeed an honor for me to stand here and move this vote of thanks to each one of us. But first of all, thanking the Almighty God for giving us this day and this wonderful opportunity to celebrate the milestone that we have been able to achieve, all of us together as a fraternity in the political management space. So having said that, my name still remains CPA Florence Biria. And I want to say a big thank you to our chief guest, His Excellency, the Governor of Garissa County, His Excellency Nadif Jama, represented by his very able County Secretary, who has spoken to us and shared a lot of insights and wisdom, other than even on top of gracing this occasion. Because it's one thing to invite such an officer at that level and for them to commit time and be present. So we thank you so much, County Secretary, on behalf of the Governor. And we really appreciate the insights you shared, including the need to foster a democratic environment, not only in Garissa, not only in the northeastern region, but also in the entire country. And we appreciate that you have acknowledged that ORPP has core values that are not just listed and sung, but we are actually living by our core values and the commitment of the office of His Excellency the Governor to work with the office of the Registrar. We will surely follow up on that because we know that it's going to benefit both offices, but better still the people of Garissa County. I also want to appreciate and give a thanks to His Honorable, the Speaker of the County Assembly of Garissa County, Honorable Abdi Dil Idle. Mutanisamehe nashinda nikisoma hii majina because I've been trying to memorize, but now I realize my memory might fail me. So, Idle, thank you so much for gracing this very important occasion to us as ORPP. First of all, you hosted us in your office. Here today and I start with the County Public Service Board. Because you cannot hold a function without a permit. So thank you so much for that. Political parties present, the officials and members, we appreciate you so much. You are still our #1 stakeholders. Your place has not been taken by anybody else. I want to say thank you to the Registrar of Political Parties, Dr. Ritu. Thank you so much, even for prioritizing the opening of the Garissa regional office, and also for organizing this wonderful event, even as we unveil the office. And thank you for clarifying very critical issues for this particular county. Wenyewe anasema mgeni njoo mwenyeji apone, and I'm sure kuna mtu amepona mahali, amepata sindano ya kisawasawa na kuna ugonjwa umepona. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to the CSOs present and the FBOs, faith-based organizations present. Thank you so much for supporting us, and thank you so much even for those comments you have shared. We don't take it for granted, because every comment we receive, it's feedback, it's enriching us, and it's making us program better for the people. I want to say also a big thanks to all the stakeholders that I may not have listed here that are present with us today. I say a big thank you for gracing our occasion without forgetting the media. Thank you so much for covering this event. I think the speaker was telling us that it is not done if it has not been documented. And I say it is not done if it cannot be seen. So sisi tumekaa tu hapa kijiji, but these are the people who will make us be visible because they have covered us. The registrar was showing me an article today, that is in the Star, about the event when we are unveiling the Malindi office. It is on a whole page because somebody covered it. So thank you so much, media people, for covering our event. I know you could have chosen to be somewhere else. And I want to say thank you so much to all the special interest groups. I am so excited. I saw young people, I saw women, I saw persons with disability. Thank you so much, IFRA, for the wonderful mobilization, for bringing everybody on board, that we do not preach inclusion, we actually practice inclusion as ORPP. I want to say a big thanks to the service providers. We would be burning there in the sun. Now we are sweating. Would be burning there in the sun if somebody did not provide for us these tents and the comfortable seats, the waters, the food we are going to take. Thank you so much even for the public address system and everybody that has brought services to make this event a big success the way it is. And in a special way, I want to say thank you to Honorable Fatuma, the nominated MCA. You spoke very well about the women, leadership, and the real issues that affect or that have been adversely affecting the elevation of a woman in this area to become a leader. You know, the first step to solving a problem is to admit there is a problem. And we really appreciate that you came here and spoke things as they are, and I believe that is a journey towards getting a real solution, that beyond legislation, there are other issues. And I believe together, we are going to get solutions for that. And thank you so much for opening up. Sometimes it takes a lot of courage and boldness. Ushike microphone na useme yale umesema. God bless you and all the best. I can see Ifra is whispering something. Thank you.
I want to break the monotony. Yeah.
From ground floor, umetufikisha hapa, utuambie ni nyumba ya nani ya kuingiza. na tufanye nini. So welcome, na kama ni nyumba yako pia utufungulie, uambie wageni wako.
Siasa inafungua ofisi regional office. Hii ofisi hapa kwa sababu we want we have together with me here we have the political party.
Thank you.
Our guest, we are really humbled that you are here.
Let's celebrate the registrar as she cuts the ribbon.
This office, it is now my honor to declare Garissa office of
Let's try to unveil the officers who will be serving in this ORPP Garissa office from today.
Together, the officers will be serving in this office and who are very well trained, experienced, as one, Ifra Isaac, and Ismail Courage. They will be serving this office, and kindly, if you have any question, you have any matter you want to present, kindly contact. They are very well experienced and very well trained. And you can see they are young people, they are agile, they are able to move all across, invite them to your meetings. They have the right knowledge and the right energy and the right attitude. Thank you very much.
Let's celebrate them, please. Thank you. Now you can usher your people in.
Yeah, we are now opening the office.
The newest ORPP office in the country. Let's celebrate them.
Wow.
Let's celebrate them.
Wow. This is a very nice office. Is this part of what? The lapses. Okay. Okay.
This is our reception where our able clerk sits and he will usher people in.
All right.
Our reception. You are being welcomed by Ismail Khalish. He's a well.
Say one word.
Yeah. Ni furaha yangu kubwa kuwakaribisha ninyi hapa ofisi yetu. We are not taking it for granted. Welcome, welcome. Tumewaletea huduma tafadhali.
Thank you.
Karibuni. Then when we leave there, we head inside. This is my office.
Okay.
Where I am very happy and glad that I've been provided with this
Okay. Thank you very much.
The guest can glance the registrar.
Sign.
Just fit yourself,
Yeah. Tanariva iko Marindi.
request the registrar to read for us what she has. We want to hear that message.
Okay, thank you. I've said Andy Litton, Registrar of Political Parties. In the event of opening the office of Registrar of Political Parties, Garissa office, to serve Garissa County, Wajir, and Mandera counties. A very good ceremony. Thanks for the support of all the stakeholders. God bless ORPP. God bless Kenya.
Now I invite the two assistant registrars to sign, and then the speaker, and then the CS. And then, yes, county commissioner, and at least one representative of the political parties.
This is 27th, huh?
Makofi kwake. Huyo hata soma. Hata mimi pia sitasoma yangu. I'm reading mother tongue.
Unajua mother tongue yake ni Swahili. Swahili.
Mother yake ni Swahili.
You can hear her saying that she wants to radio station to speak in mother tongue. Swahili.
Nipigeni makofi. Sasa namkaribisha Bwana Spika. Okay, thank you. Honorable Speaker, we'll ask you, please read for us your
This is Honorable Abdi Gure, Speaker of the Garissa County Assembly. I have been honored to be in the company of the ORDPP, Dr. Anne Yerito, and other dignitaries in the official opening of the Garissa, of the regional ORDP office in Garissa. What a colorful and enriching occasion. Evolution at best. Keep up.
Wow, thank you. Now we invite the county commissioner. Na nitaomba utusomee ukimaliza kwa pia serikali kuu inasema vipi? Kwa mada takbia. And loved by everyone.
Part of the official opening of the ORDP, Garissa County, aggressive step towards developing all government services in the county.
Now we have the county secretary. Mheshimiwa, sitakwambia usome. Left-handed it makes sense. So in the interest of time, our next guest to sign will be our host, the Office of the General. We'll sign after the County Secretary, and then we'll do the prayers, and we'll continue signing after that.
Kweli unajua kujitetea. Ako na kivuli kwa mfuko. Kama ungepatia opportunity. Kutoka akafungia sisi ndani. Hakuja kuangalia pesa. Na aliandika welcome to Garissa.
And now to our number one stakeholder, the political parties in Kenya, UDM on behalf of the 90 political parties in Kenya. Utusaidie alafu tusomee brother. We want to hear what the political parties have to say.
We finish now?
Okay, now let's have one meeting. We want to secure political parties wanasema nini, and then we'll move into the prayer session.
Thank you so much, RPP, for the continued support and value addition to our political parties. This gesture cements our mandate of bringing services closer to our people. We are honored to have been part of this auspicious occasion. God bless RPP. God bless us all. Thank you.
And now, we want to close that book temporarily so that we put God first. And we want to invite the clergy to consecrate this office before God. And therefore, you'll agree who will go first. And please, let's pray for this office, commit this office to God. And the officers will work here that this office is going to thrive and serve God's purpose.
Most gracious and merciful God, Father of knowledge and wisdom, Creator of all humanity, service to mankind is worship unto you. We pray for this office. We pray for this individual and our office, and now this office that has come unto us. We pray peace will be found in Garissa or Mandela, in issues of politics and even our lives. We pray for our children, our brothers and sisters as they serve here, and you are able, thanks. In the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
اللهم اهدهم الى طريق المستقيم، اللهم كن معهم ولا تكن عليهم، يا اله الاولين والاخرين على كل شيء قدير، اللهم اجدهم بروح القدس ان يعملوا هذا العمل بعداله. We pray for this office to implement the core values we have taken. The Almighty God support them and the support them inshallah ta'ala. This is the prayer for them. اللهم اهدهم بروحهم عندك انك على كل شيء قدير، ان يكونوا عادلين متساويين بين المجتمع، وكن عليهم وكن معهم ولا تكن عليهم. اللهم بارك هؤلاء الذين يستقيمون في هذا المكان، وبارك wale wanafanya kazi katika hiyo ofisi, wafanye hiyo ofisi iwe na baraka, inatumikia wananchi kwa usawa bila ubaguzi. Kwa Mwenyezi Mungu kuwa na wao na usikue dhidi yao, na watu wa Garissa wafahamu hiyo ofisi, kufaidika vile inavyotakikana. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Now we all step out. We step down. There's another ceremony.
Where's one of the political parties? Oh, yeah. Oh, you are here. Okay. Thank you. We now cut the cake.
Kata, 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 kata keki, kata, kata keki, kata, 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 tule, kata, 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 tule, kata. Kata, 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 tule kubwa, kata.
Naanza na nani?
Anza chairman Elizabeth.
Naanza na Florence ambaye hapa. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ali.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Registrar.
The next Honorable Speaker.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being here. We support you and we support the disability fraternity.
And then our political parties registrar.
SG is right here.
Tunawapenda political parties. NGC. Thank you for helping us achieve gender inclusivity.
County government. Director.
Alafu IEBC tafadhali usipotee, upatiwe keki.
We have the imam.
The imam, yeah. Thank you.
We have IEBC here.
IEBC.
And the pastor.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And the clergy.
And we really appreciate it.
And the clergy. IEBC. And the activities at home. Ifra. Clap for Ifra, please. And Ismail. A clap for the boy child in Orpp Garissa office. Now,
chama ya maendeleo ya wanaume.
Wale wanaongea
chama ya maendeleo ya wanaume.
Naomba mnyamaze. Naomba mnyamaze.
Chama ya maendeleo ya wanaume.
Haya, sawa. Sasa ni registrar ndio atapewa. Registrar ndio atapewa kwanza. Then registrar will give
maendeleo hii watu yote.
Maendeleo. The landlord pia hapo nyuma yako, usisahau registrar.
Thank you
The landlord. Hapa ndio the landlord pande hii. atapunguza rent kabisa. Tunashukuru sana. And then all the others.
Richard, now it's a moment for the registrar. Just a minute. Now it's a moment for the registrar.
Sawa sawa.
Piga makofi ndio nipatie registrar.
Anatulisha sawa sawa. Anatulisha sawa sawa. Lazima yeye pia alishwe. Asante sana. Yeah. All right.
Yes, even me, it's my time to feed her. Anatulisha vizuri. She's a good mother. Feed her too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I must feed her.
Yeah. All right, now everybody, karibuni. Please,
It's very resourceful. Yeah, very resourceful.
Thank you, madam, for all you did there.
All right.
Thank you.
Now it's open. Everybody will be served where they are seated. Kae mkule keki, mkule lunch. Please.